are to AAC. Low tech to high tech, you know, we've talked about that before. Say you work in the ICU and there's people with ventilators there that, you know, eventually probably will be able to talk. So you may not necessarily need to go into the direction of a communication device. You just may be able to get by with either making or finding a symbol board or someplace to spell. And if the person is able to use their hands or a pointer, something, they can communicate with nursing as well as you with a simple communication board. So this one has line drawings and a little alphabet. And so in the AT world, the different ways that symbols are described, there's actually photographs, there's line drawings and symbols. So this would be more like symbols. So some children still may not exactly understand symbols and what they represent. So you might need to make a board for them with actual photographs of the thing, the toilet or the glass of water. So that's something that the speech therapist really can help determine. It's not necessarily your domain, but just so you know. So this is a variety of different communication boards, different sizes, different messages. This one is actually for someone that's, say, in the hospital or in ICU that just can communicate. So they're not necessarily going to, you know, long-term need a communication device, but something like this can be helpful while they're in the hospital. And if they cannot move anything, they can't move their hands, they can't move their head, we have something called a manual eye gaze board. So what this is as a therapist, I would put this in front of my patient, who is you right now, and you would use your eyes to look at the bed or the house. And I can see through here the what you're looking at. So this is also a good way in terms of evaluation to determine, can they move their eyes to make a choice? Can they show me what they want with their eyes? So this can also be used for spelling a novel response. So for example, we'll do it this way. Someone can look up in this area and blink, so you know that's the area they want. And then the other person would just say the letter A, and they blink if they want it or not blink B. So you kind of go through the letters, and when you get to the letter they want, then they would blink. And so, you know, we're pretty good at predicting, you know, because we know the context. So we might say, you know, are you thirsty? Do you want something to drink? And the person, you know, could be looking over at this area, and then you'd start to go T, U, V, W, blink. Okay, ooh, W. You must want some wine. Water. Whiskey, who knows? Something, but you can predict some things that you know the person might want. So this is called a manual eye gaze board, and it's great for short-term, low-tech. If the device is not working, at least you have this if someone doesn't want to set their device up. Very, very common use with ALS. So it's just something that's quick and easy to do. Another low-tech device is a laser pointer. And so I actually have the laser pointer cat toy from Amazon. It looks like this. It cost me $5 for 3 of them. And so I think I told you in the lecture, don't go to laser pointers, go to cat toys. And I've taped it onto these glasses. So I now have also put an alphabet board up on the wall. And I can point to the letters with my laser pointer. So say again, I'm I'm thirsty, I want something to drink, and I'm pointing W, A, T, E, R. So, probably wouldn't even need to get past the A for the person to know what I wanted. So that's a very easy thing to use. There's a great little show, I'm not sure if it's on, it was a TV show, a young man with cerebral palsy who used such a device. And they actually in the show talked about why he used such a low-tech system versus high-tech. And I think in the show he borrows his friend's Toby Dynavox device, and it needed a lot of support, and he found this was something he could use with pretty low setup. But this was the device that he used. I can't remember even the name of the show, but I'll find out. So this is, and it's even called Low Tech Solutions. Laser pointer from Low Tech Solutions. And so it does have the ability to have a little switch on and off, and it's attached to these glasses, and it's the same thing. $100 versus $100.
Gosh, sorry.
Versus $5 plus the glasses. So just a nice quick thing to make for low tech.